we go. I got your help. Whose man is that? Oh, I got him. Hey, who got ball? Who got ball? Trifecta. Yo, get on him, yo. Get that. Good shot. No baseline. Oh. That's you. No. Who's man? Rotate. Hey, yo, right here. Good ball.
Switch.
Good luck, man. Good luck. Get to him. Downstream. Come through. Stay on. Yeah, keep taking that.
Yeah, Chess. You gonna sit at the elbow, or you gonna come send me a screen? Cause that's what I was waiting for. Cause you was walking and shit. Like, oh, you're a one trick pony. I'm gonna leave you to it.
Close again. Hey, who got him?
Yo, please use your brain, nigga. You can't dribble your way out of this. Pass it. We open, bro. Damn.
Come get it. Hey. Yo, look at the clock, B. Pressure him up. Hey, balance it out. That's put it back. Get out. No baseline. Good boy. Watch that. Yo. Box out.
You can't fly with me.
Yep. You got it. Come in.
And once all this fishing is happening,
Bro, you only got one move. That's the third time you.
Yo, watch him.
Yo, right here.
Hey, look at top. Rebound. Good luck, good luck. Yo, watch it. Keep moving. Way to grab it.
Yo, number 5, mind your fucking business, bro.
It does go over everything if you do suck at this kind of stuff like me. The thing I like the most about this challenge is just the exploring aspect. The game is incredibly immersive whilst camping out.
Me died.
Learning how to become a degenerate gambler. A lot of the gambler challenges actually make it so it's pretty much cool and very risky. Some do require some gambling knowledge. I do enjoy blackjack and poker myself, but my luck at these tables were horrendous. One time I played at the same poker table throughout the day, into the night, the next morning, and until noon. One bloke was just stealing money.
Stay there. Ah, you a dumbass.
Some blokes would say just one more. Next was the herbalist challenges, and look, this was kind of painful and insufferable, but at the same time, it's weirdly wholesome and comfortable. This game really isn't a high dopamine type of game for me. It didn't really seem addictive. I didn't completely neglect the rest of my life playing. And like I said, I feel like it actually helps me connect to nature a little more. Though I can't say I've been out in the bush looking for any mushrooms or birds. You have to pick one of each species of herb and season it with all of them, which was quite fun. The horseman challenges were a breath of fresh air in comparison. The only mildly annoying challenges were riding for 17 minutes without touching the water, and also breaking every wild horse breed in the game. Actually, that last challenge was kind of. I also didn't come across any horse I particularly liked during the process of finding the breeds. So I went out and got my favourite horse in the end of the game. I actually came across this guy from the I've said it 10 times already in this video, but really I'm using it as a strategy to try to show more of my experience. What I'm going to say is, I'm going back to my script, I just can't fathom how much stuff occurred with this play. Like, I'm doing the challenges, and at the same time, so much meaningful and interesting challenges still occur.
Thank y'all for not falling for that
I
shit.
really want to highlight this stranger who I just randomly came across camping at the stars. He offered his fire to me, so I sat and listened whilst his drunk words spoke wisdom. Like, I'm not joking, this conversation is stuck with. He's contemplating hell through that. He was paid good money by the government, and he ends up like cattle. He watched many die slow deaths, and even contributed directly to killing himself. The nugget of wisdom he gives us during his monologue of his hatred is, money doesn't always stop. It's what you do that sticks around. He's desperately trying to repress these memories. He still sees their faces as heroes. Yes, I just let him be. This horse, which I eventually named Tully, was my favourite horse in the game. One time he actually got severely injured, and I was out of horse room. I was really spooked because I didn't have enough ingredients to make another revive either, so in the cold 4 hours, I ran back whilst I on cocaine, all the way back to Valentine to reach the doctors, from which I stole that horse, and made my way back to the shark skin challenges were also very easy, but some were kind of weird and required a bit of googling to find out how I get it possible. I also made some pretty bad mistakes here, and I really regret this challenge. The survivalist challenges were really fun. Most of them involved some form of fishing, and the final challenge required catching every species of fish in the game. I found this exciting, even though standing around doing nothing in a video game might be considered boring. And finally, the weapons expert challenges. These were nice and quick and easy, for the most part. I did get into some trouble with the laws. The final challenge was to kill a grizzly bear without taking damage only using throwing. The challenges cover everything, which I think is why I kept enjoying this game. Reaching 100% in the game is almost like a guide into all the possible cool things you can do. Also, I should just take a step back here. The guide says when pursued by the law, that your best choice is to simply escape without increasing the bounty of risk of death. For these challenges, I did abuse the unlimited city guards, but once I finished, I was out of there quick. And just a note, I've just had a bigger look back at the gameplay, and holy crap, the weapons expert challenges were a lot more intense than I remember. I only played this a month and a half ago when I'm writing this, so I just forgot the slide. Oh, and also, we are rewarded for benching up the Beast outfit, giving us a ton of bonuses for the stats. Early in the game, Arthur reclaimed the debt from the struggling family. The father was an alcoholic who was killed. Going back years later, his son is taking up the father's power. Again, reiterating
What provoked you to pass it that way?
all the robberies.
Deep in the corner like that? What you doing?
Personally, I like Alden the most, and I think he likes us back. There are some cool shop robberies that are a bit hidden. I didn't
shouldn't even shot
early.
Nigga, you gonna emo and that's my first miss? You dick riding.
Then we have the St. Dennis gunsmith, where we rob an illegal person. The guy tells you to interrogate these guys further, so they will open a statement. Then we have the Strawberry General Store, where the owner keeps a wine cellar in his basement and some money in his wall. And finally, we rob the back of the Doctor and Gun, where some O'Driscolls are running an illicit operation. Watson's Cabin was also quite the experience to rob. From the words straight out of the guide, initially its only occupant is an elderly woman who mistakes her for someone else and allowed to get into climb down the ladder and reach the cellar where a weapon awaits. Sending from the cover. On a subsequent visit, we will kill the woman before something the cabin. If you try and enter it, they will attack you immediately. In eliminating them, you will be able to leave into my house. If you never kill the woman, you find her decaying in the bed during the Also, as John and went back to the widow, as this guy's cameras are phone number, we tell her we're a friend of Arthur, and she tells us we can take anything we want. Even after all these years, he still thinks of Arthur. I then became a notorious bounty hunter called it well. I even saw some hangings, one of which I think was someone I brought to the chef. Some of these were easier than others, but for the most part, I just had some more. I completed most stranger missions already at this stage, but there were a few. All of them randomly and very intriguing. I really enjoyed the mission with Professor Dragic, where we used electricity to bring a robot to life, which I'm pretty sure killed him, because later the guide shows us where the robot was. Also, the lantern we acquired from mission to change the brightness based on the direction of the cheese. Another great character was Evelyn Miller, who ended up on then, and now finally, the last change of mission called Murder Mystery, where a serial killer has left clues of a man. This leads us to a bunker, which we unlock a full hidden solution, only to be frightened at the head. We ended up overcoming this psycho greed, and so we take him to the bank. Sheriff. And that's the very last stranger mission from the game. We are coming close to the end. The guy now.
That's all you.
I now go to the Gunslingers, which are pretty easy, relaxing. There's a good little story on its own, there really isn't too many ways to really go. There's no real choices, just good old-fashioned gunsling. I did like a Turkmen at this point in the playthrough, but I realised I've been getting too attached to horses with lots throughout this point. I did like this horse. Moving on to the cigarette cards, I did find many of them specifically from the resolution but the guy does say you can just buy packets of cigarettes, and so I did end up doing that. I spent a small portion, but it cut down the time to do this technique. Though, like I said, I did actually find quite a lot of them, specifically if I knew they'd lead me into foreign territory or something. Now, you might think I've done everything half again. Well, collecting all the exotics for Algernon was ridiculous to say the least. I don't really have much else to say other than that. It's a part of the game that's just a pure grind. And I swear these rare birds, which are beautiful, become rarer in this challenge game. But maybe I'm just Algernon pays us very well in the wars, and we get his gun and they perhaps fashioned by the arts. So I then got myself my own eccentric horse and headed off to find all the dinosaur bones around the world. Fortunately for all the challenges we had to find over the stuff like the exotics and the dinosaur bones, the guide actually shows you exactly where they are. I suppose this could be considered laborious, but with the book it actually was quite enjoyable. Even though by now I've travelled to most regions of the world already, before reaching every new bone location, I was excited to see what the challenge meant. We do their whereabouts to the lady, requested them, and she ends up inviting us to her new creation. She believes it's a real species of dinosaur. I'm just impressed she managed to put it all together. Also, whilst I was out hunting the boners, I did randomly find a Bruce Willis treasure. This contains a revolver and a bunch of other tools. Rocket. Now, this is a very similar quest to the dinosaur. Though this one starts with a man with a big facial birthmark and red hair, and ends with a baby with a big facial birthmark and red hair. This Francis Sinclair asks us to locate 10 rocket carvings around the world, and to send them to coordinates. If you look closely, I don't really know what we see, other than the fact that when everything's put together, it shows some relationship to the change. Francis Sinclair is a time traveler, as presumed. The hunting request was for me just as difficult as the exotics. You have to get perfect kills on specific animals, most of which are quite rare. This was the challenge that really walked my brain whenever I went to a wall or just sat outside. We have a lot of small birds around where I live, and every time just any bird flew over my head, I would find myself looking closely trying to identify whether or not I needed it for a hunting request. Our reward for doing all this work, and I do say work for a reason, is an invitation from the lady putting out the request. Oh, and we do get money throughout the post. This lady is very eccentric and a bit weird, but honestly, I kind of like her. It's weird what she's doing, but I kind of see the vision. However, if this was real life, I'd probably be out of there in a second. But we do get our most prized reward, the stuffed squirrel. You can place it above the fireplace home.
Nigga, that's the whole point of why the fuck I called the timeout in the first place. What the fuck we doing, bro?
Back to home, people probably
There's two of y'all down there the first time. Get the fuck out the paint.
The dream catchers was another quick and easy task for the tasting food. It didn't take long at all, and we are rewarded with a pinch. At this point, I did use the guide to find some loot that's pretty tough to find. This steam rail train was definitely the hardest thing to reach. Ron has to do some pretty hardcore parkour to reach. There was also just some more free.
Yo, Orange, get the fuck out the paint, yo. Get the fuck out the paint.
But for now, it's time for a complete overhaul of that style. Now it's time to face the rest of the remaining games. I started with Shady Belle and the Lemoyne Raiders, then I visited Hanging Dog Ranch to take out the electricity again. Then I, as Death himself, journeyed far down towards Thieves Landing to face the Del Lobos, then up and down New Austin via Northern Canal. This includes Fort Mercer, which is an important location for the next game. That I am about to move on to. At first, I must say, going after the gangs with no guild whatsoever was so much fun. Virtual characters is another aspect of the game that isn't needed to of the game, but the guy does go over these encounters, and I thought they would be interesting. Yes, we have Harry Stout, a literal ghost who died tragically in the game. We have a Trelawney Old Recruiter in the city of St. Denis. We have the Armadillo Town Crier, Blind Cassidy, Abraham, he's a very the Trelawney Master who jumps off a cliff, Captain Russell who thinks the Civil War is still going on, but wants to pay the man, the sufferer who reckons he is stopping and going and trying to find photos of the tailor, Dr. McIntosh who thinks the new craze for dental hygiene going around makes him homosexual, the eugenics opponent who will be killed, who will honor because they're dead. I didn't mess up here because I accidentally disturbed the piece like this in the first shot. We of course also have Gavin Shannon, then a pretty bizarre special character attention. John. Now I thought I was actually going to come across a real Johnson again, but he does hide behind this rock in his head. He talks from us behind his mouth, but the weirdest thing by far is how you unlock his interaction. You have to go to the native Indian reserve, and mostly strange looking birds take flight, you have to follow them all the way up here. There is no way in hell I would have known about this without before. We have the hermit, the homeless vet Mickey, Joe Butler, John, he's a real piece of work, and if you just wait around him long enough, he will begin to fight. One of the toughest roles, like genuinely it took me forever to take this guy. Even innocent bystanders started to get in my way, and things got really intense. It makes a lot of sense to do all this stuff after the main story, especially when things happen with these encounters and on as well. We also have the drunk ancient writer, who's a bizarre character. Of course there's the mad preacher, the sun worshipper, the soothsayer, the robot, a reverend, this guy called Poor Joe who lives in the tree, Timothy Donahue, who sold me a Get Rich Quick book for $50. I didn't get rich quick, so when I found him again, I was the and finally we have the new tumbleweed sheriff and Sonny. Sonny is the absolute freak who kidnaps you, and he actually caught me totally off guard like halfway through the game. I didn't know what the hell happened, and I never got my revenge until much later in the game when I found the rest of the He freaked me out when I first came across him, so this time I caught him off guard and took him. It's finally at about this stage where the game starts slowing. I still come across a lot of new stuff, but I've beaten most of the game now. There's just a lot of stuff still hidden on the outside. All I need now is some more weapons which we collected. I also found some other pretty cool masks and such things. But before I fully in the game and find all of the game's graves, I wanted to visit what the guide claimed were the points of interest. It also shows how I could get this far into the game and still be stunned and all of
30
the
seconds.
You can't really interact with these points of interest other than to just jot down their location. But this only adds to their weird mission.
Oh no.
I don't even know
The immature kid can't use his mic to communicate that he wants the ball.
Even death on meteorites.
Oh,
The meteorites done. I saw a big ass meteorite, and I saw a meteorite shower. I saw a tiny little church, and a town, someone chained up dead inside an outhouse, little stories of love and cheating going wrong, and just a bunch of weird stuff. Even a bloody bike in front of actually this there. I could go on, and I'm actually going to. This sculpture puzzle, a solution panel, a whole pole, more specifically a turtle house, a dead yellow barrel. I also came across a weird and possibly cheer. A meditating monk, a sculpture piece of art. Two boys who were told by their mother not to leave the house no matter what, as she went too long. Mammoth bones, a frozen man, another frozen man, this time from a different century, a tree house, a crazy old rock home of a woman, a plane crash, a creepy one like that, a band that entered the Blackness cabin, this one's completely random and intense, giant bones, a native burial, and others with a treasure map, a pagan ritual with masks, trees with faces, whale bones, a Native American camp, the chest of the world, a wreckage containing some pretty bad energy, a ranch with a lot of what looks like donkey bones, but then a woman or a thing who died in the act of labour. This is a donkey lady, which is very disturbing. Another wreckage, some more whale bones, a missionary's corpse, a school of cats, with 5 plants, a shell fragment, and I think that's it. It's time to visit the graves and the theme of that dead in way. But even still, I'm getting duped by the thinking. Like, genuinely, how insane is this? I wear my best morning attire and visit Jimmy's grave. A lady who died before the game began. Daisy died in the very first scene of the story. Sean, after figuratively speaking with her brother. Kieran Duffy, the former O'Driscoll friend. All along with Lenny and Hosea, two characters who no doubt have stood by Arthur and Star, Susan Flyers, Susan Grimshaw, and our very own Morgan. I'm not kidding. Visiting his grave is the literal last thing I did in order to 100% this game. What a bittersweet ending. But still, there are some things that I recommend doing after you beat the game, such as visiting him for 20 minutes to collect some of the gold we got after the surgeon, returning to Micah's body to spit on his face and take his weapon, visiting Micah's old camp where a bunch of his old remnants were made. I also wanted to just keep exploring for a bit. I had his treasure map and I wanted to find the gold that was actually pretty quite easy to recognize and solve. Speaking of solving, the book recommends revisiting the sculptures, and you can find a pattern here that will unlock some gold. The puzzle is all about missing armor from the sculptures and the finger count in each sculpture. If both hands of fingers are added up to a prime number, I pressed it in on the step. After doing this for all prime fingered sculptures, I got rewarded with some gold. There's also a whiskey tree with a gold nugget inside of the bottom. The last page of the book goes over some miscellaneous stuff, which I found very interesting, such as this witch's cauldron. I actually drank out of it and ended up passing out, waking up to the news from it. There's an alchemy house that blows up, a very concerning scene in the Guthrie farm. I'm not entirely sure I can show this on YouTube, but there's a black sheep and a guy with his hands down. Yeah. And lastly, and probably my personal favourite, some whispering trees to the south of Greenland Rock. But who cares about all of this? Who cares that revisiting Arthur Morgan's grave was the very thing to complete 100%? Because all that matters is I beat the game. I played for so long that the constipated man got kicked out of his hotel room, which would make absolute sense considering the amount of days and money he probably spent on that forest. Or maybe, just maybe, he actually took a hit. So with this out of the way, we can move on to Red Dead Redemption. Now, I'm not going to dwell too long here. I did kind of have a similar experience with this game in terms of the start. It really wasn't living up to my high expectations, and then by the end, I was basically crying. I got very attached to these characters, especially because of Red Dead Redemption 2. Another surprising thing, considering how old this game is at its core, it's the very same, like nearly identical, same underlying system of gameplay of Red Dead 2, bar the camping and self-preservation. But the stranger missions and how the game is set out is so ridiculously similar. But really, I played this game to see what happens to John after Red Dead 2. Initially, John and his family are detained for their previous outlet life, which we kind of saw at the end of Red Dead 2. but the government has given John an ultimatum. Catch the old members of the gang, especially Dutch, and you and the family go free. So considering we already know how much John cares about his family, he goes all out in working for the government. Meanwhile, he's basically surrounded by devils, except for a few characters. Again, the world is dark and cruel, specifically towards women in this game. Like, I'm not having a go at Rockstar at all, there's no need to, I'm just saying what it is. A lot of bad men doing a lot of bad things in this game. And John is honestly a very good man in comparison, especially at this point in his story. He just wants his family. And eventually, we do stop Javier, Gil, and Dutch. Dutch's death. Oof. Now, that was just that. He realized that a paradox, the defining issue with himself. In life, things can never be forced to change. But his self-identity is all about forcing change. If nothing can change, Dutch cannot change. Honestly, I'm quite sad thinking about Dutch's death. He did some bad things and showed some deep character flaws, but I think deep down he got irritated and overwhelmed. I think in this game, and towards the end of the last, he realized how much he got caught up in his own fragile ego, and how much he really did wrong, especially to his good power after all. So Agent Ross, after all these years, he finally got his man, and now we can see our family again. There is a massive difference between John in the epilogue of Red Dead 2 and now. He's finally become a good husband and father. The most defining moment and something that makes me deeply emotional is close to the very end of the game. When doing our ranching duties, we witness a train being robbed. We, as John, have the opportunity to intervene, but I don't. Thus, John doesn't, and this is the fulfillment of his arc. He is finally completely out of that life. The life is left. He's a rancher with a family he cares about, and that is all. But something kept bothering him. Jack, beginning to act out against his dad, he says it like 3 times, "Dad, I'm scared you're going to leave me again, and this time forever." I thought there's no way this could actually happen. Jack's just very worried. But then the government showed up, and I guess they decided to betray us after helping them. They throw soldiers at us, so we look after the fam and send them off. But here's the moment that genuinely made me so bloody sad. What the hell? John breathes in and out, and he's prepared to face it. John Marston dies. I love Arthur Morgan, but he was going to die soon anyway. I had no bloody idea that John was going to die in this game. Like, it does make sense, but everything was going so well, and then it just turned all on its head. I'm not kidding. Towards the end of this game, I was thinking Jack would make a great playable character in Red Dead Redemption 3. I had no idea it was going to happen now. We see our father's grave and our mother's. Oh, and Uncle died too, which is actually really sad. But I feel a personal attachment to John and Abigail. So to know she died soon after John just furthers my sadness. I played it a little as Jack, but I didn't 100% get it. The original is pretty awesome, especially considering it's 15 years old. And weirdly, although it made me very sad, the ending is epic. I don't know how a death can be epic, but maybe it's just the way he faced it. My final thoughts. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great video game. And a great video game can completely change your perspective in life. It can change your attitude. It can, in itself, guide you towards a better way of living, one of compassion and kindness, with courage and confrontation. Arthur Morgan exhibits these traits, and that's why Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a waste of time, it's a lesson in life, if you accept it. We can all aspire to be a little bit more like Arthur Morgan in his later life, and a bit more like John in our family life.
ในฝันน้ำเป็นซุปเปอร์ฮีโร่ถ้าไม่เป็นหวัดก็คงฝันดีทั้งคืนวิกซ์บอกว่ารับออยเมนบรรเทาอาการไอคัดจมูกปวดหัวและปวดเมื่อยกล้ามเนื้อจากหวัดวิกซ์บอกว่ารับออยเมน
ภาษานั้นก็จอยกันทุกการใช้ชีวิต FWD ประกันชีวิต
I love Red Dead Redemption 2, but I've never finished it behind my full attention. And I'm because I'm finally going to play. And I'm going to get action in every role and complete all 666 challenges. Join me in this new series as I make friends, meet enemies, experience glitches, deal with griefers, and have more fun than I could have ever expected. Be sure to like the video if you want to see me continue the series, and unless you want my channel to die, please consider watching the video to the end. First thing, I get to create my character. At first, I just randomized my appearance, hoping to find something good, but it just simply didn't happen. I tried my best to make myself at least passively attractive, but didn't do too well. Then I watch a cutscene, and I'm not able to skip it. I'm given my first set of clothes, and I was excited, but then quickly realized that I'm only given a few choices of ugly clothes. This is cool, though, because it'll give me the sensation of literally going from rags to riches as I continue to rank up. Since this is an introductory tutorial, I'll run through it real fast. I take up some bandits and reach rank 2, and get my first treasure map. Finding the treasure gives me a free ability card, and I choose Painted Black because I love to use denim. I meet Clee, yeah, this same guy from Single Player, and he tells me to steal a horse, where I hit rank 3, then bring the horse back to Clee, and he lets me keep it. I'm going to spend a lot of time with this horse, so I'm going to name him Dax, and then I hit rank 4. Then I meet Cripps at my camp to watch another unskippable cutscene, and then another one immediately after. And now, finally, I'm in free roam, and I can choose to do whatever I want. First off, I noticed that there's daily challenges, and I intend to do them every single day to make more progress. My first challenge is to skip 3 promo. And while looking for a bear to complete another challenge, I
got him! I got him! Hey! Hey! Pick! Oh, pick! Who got balls? Put it back! Shot! Get to him! Downstream! No! Hit that! Turn down! Use that! Huh? Stay on here! Back! Come on! Get that! Get to him! Big coming! I'm through! Oh, that's me! Hey, who got him? Out! One more! Come on! Up on him! Out! One more! Hey! What's up? No!
Taking that strong. You can't fly with me.
What are you doing?
Actually, yeah, the Lancaster Repeaters.
Pick it up! Pressure force, man! You got it, come on!
Need your ass whipped.
Oh, number 3.
Oh, gotta move! Shut up! Get the push! Hey, swing it! I'm up. Fish. Here we go. Up to it. Forward. Whose man is that? Flush it down. No. Hey, who got him? Get there! No! Yo, help me out! Yo, look at the clock, B! Who's man? Screen! Rebound! Grab that! Right here! Trifecta! Spraying! Strong foul! Oh! Hit that! Yo! Right here! Shot! Get the ball! Get it! Swing it! Hey, shot! Get through! Hey, pin coming! Legal. Hey, yo, right here! Rotate! Oh, gotta move! Yep! Hey, yo, right here! Oh, come on! Oh, good boy! Pressure force, man! Pressure him up! Get there! Grab that! Screen, I got you! Here we go! Let it go! Don't get hit! Go screen! Got you! Hey, come to me! Right here! Oh, pressure on him! Yeah, way to get that rock, man.
You got double back
I see him. Oh, yo, right here.
Shot clock. Watch that.
Yo, watch him!
Pressure force, man. Shooter, no. Go low. Ball up. Give it up. Back up.
Hey, yo,
Come
right
on,
here,
baby.
baby.
Now, man. 3.
Hey.
Get him.
Help me out, come on. Come get it. Watch the roll. Yo. Get it, baby. Come to me. Save.
Shooter, no. Go low.
Clear the runway. Good.
Fire.
Right here, right here. Too strong for you, baby. Shoot! Ball! Hang with me. Hey, you got one more. Ball coming. Screen coming. Oh, hit that. Bring that force, man. You got it. Come on. Oh, give me that. Yeah. Hey. Down three. Bring that force, man. You got it. Come on. Watch that shooter. Pick Come get it! Help! Don't rush, man. Oh, I got shooter, man. coming, they're coming. Hey, hey, set up, set up. Out, out. Shoot it.
Hey, yo, right here, right here. Hey, yo, right here.
Stay there. Watch the screen.
Keep bringing that, baby.
You got it out.